morning, lovely viewers, and happy Eid al-Fitr to our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. As usual, today we are here with Honorable Daniel APUUBIIK AWONIWEIN, popularly known as Young Prof, to discuss about the construction of BULUK Road and the matters arising. Honorable, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Honorable, you look sweet today.
Wow. Let's give credit to Nalim Clothing. They are the people who made me so handsome this evening. Yeah.
Are they in Accra?
Oh yes, they are in Accra. In fact, they are doing very well. They are policies. In fact, they are doing extremely well. Kudos to Nalim Clothing. You see, people are praising me.
Nalim Clothing, wherever you are, big ups to you.
Yeah.
So, Honorable.
Yeah.
As I'm saying, today we are here to discuss about the construction. Honorable, please, what are the states in the BULUK Road as at now?
You mean the state of BULUK Road as at now? First of all, let me use this opportunity to wish our cherished viewers and Muslim brothers happy Eid al-Fitr, Barakat al-Salah. And to those of you who are Muslims, and today is your day, but remember we are in a very serious pandemic. COVID-19 is very strong and stubborn. So wherever you are, just stay in your houses, celebrate it with your family, and then back to the question, the state of BULUK Road. In fact, I can say with confidence that it's very bad. The road of BULUK, the road leading from Chichiliga, Novrongo through Chichiliga to Sandema to Fumbisi is very bad. It's in a bad state.
Really?
Yes. It's in a very bad, and every child knows about that, and there's no doubt. The most annoying thing is that whenever it's time for elections, until election year, this road, the construction of this road is never mentioned.
So it's gonna be give and take.
Yes, I understand that. Sometimes politicians, and we have something we call if P then Q, P therefore Q. Yes, meaning that, for instance, if I'm a politician and you want me to vote for you, I will. You understand? If you're a politician and you want me to vote for you, then you have to tell me that when you vote for me, I will do this for you. You understand?
Yeah.
So now I have voted for you. Assuming I have voted for you, now you have to give me what you have promised me. But that is not the case in our Blissa land. That is not the case. And during election, you see them ping pong, they are there sharing alcohol and up and down t-shirts, and the people are very happy.
But you guys enjoy it.
In fact, so that is what our people have been doing. You understand? And this road is something that now the youth are very concerned. When you go to social media, everybody is talking about the road. My first video about this road was I was advocating for the construction of this road, and in fact I have to be sincere that I have a lot of supporters about this road. So it's very poor. The question you ask is a very sensible, and in fact, when you called me, when I had the invite to come here, I was very happy because the construction of this road is very dear to my heart. So when I heard that BULUK ONE TV is inviting me for a talk or a discussion on the road of BULUK, I was very excited. But when I was coming, something just fell into my. I nearly made to believe that, in fact, our people. Why? Those who are against the construction of this road, are they really working? As if they are really working against anybody. Well, all the same, that is it. The road is very bad. Yes, but there is one thing. After we send our advocates, and a lot of people have been campaigning for the construction of this road. And together, I believe that our leaders have pay. They have listened to our pleas, and I was told that the road has been um, commenced. The construction of the road has been commenced, but there is another controversy. You understand? And the controversy is that whether the trees, the mahogany trees, when you are coming from Chichiliga, before you enter Sandema, after Sandema Senior High Technical Santec, as we call it, before you enter Sandema, those mahogany trees, this controversy is that they say they want to cut down those trees.
Oh, but they're nice. They made the street, come on.
Yes.
It's lovely.
Yes, it's lovely, it's very lovely, and not just that, it beautifies the place, but it gives a form of shade for people who are nearby to hang out and do stuff.
Honorable, sorry. And come to think of it, would you, bear in mind with them to cut the trees down or not?
You know what? My concern, it is not to determine whether the tree should be cut down or not. My only concern is the road should be constructed by all means.
So if they are to construct the road, honorable, definitely the trees must come down.
Yes, not necessarily. You know, now we are in a world, and advanced world. You know, you need to be creative and innovative enough. The trees, though the trees, if they really want to expand the road, there is a need for the trees to be cut down. Okay, good. But they can actually. A guy showed me some drawings regarding how the plan should be. But all the same.
Is it here? Like we have a look of it?
Oh no, it's not here. Yes. So they can really be innovative enough to maybe use one lane at the back of one opposite the road. Okay. You know the trees are on opposite sides, left and right. Okay. And the road is in the middle. So they can use the right or left as the middle. You understand? Construct the road, and then the trees will be in the middle. That is another innovative way of doing it.
But
you understand?
are you sure when those trees be in the middle? You know, we have some vehicles which are,
Yes, as I stated earlier on, I am not against the cutting down of the trees. And if the trees must be cut down, then they should replant it after cutting down. You understand? Because it in a way beautifies the place. You understand? When people are planting trees to make the whole place look green, we are cutting down trees. And look at the nature of our place. When there's a heavy rainfall or there's a wind, it brings about destruction of a lot of things. So let me put this straight. Whether the tree should be cut down or not, the road must be constructed by all means. That is my campaign. And I'm not in a firm state, a firm position to decide whether the road should be, the tree should be cut down or the tree should not. Is that, there are certain people who are actually intentionally or deliberately delaying the process of constructing this road for political reasons, for any reason known to them. But I think it is a deliberate attempt by some particular group of people to delay the process of constructing this road. Now, my message is that whether the tree should be cut down or not, the road must be constructed.
But would you all guys be happy when the trees are cut down? Because if they are not done, I don't think this project can work.
My happiness, and I believe that the happiness of the Bulisa people, both Bulisa North and South, is to see the road being constructed, expanded, and then tarred. That is it. The road is very important in every, society, community, or any place at all, because without road, there will not be transportation. How, when you cultivate your goods, where are you going to? How are you going to manage to take it to the market?
That's a fact.
How do you go to the? I mean, how do you go to work when there's a poor state of, I mean, a road in a particular place? How do you manage? How do you cope with it? So my message is that the road be constructed, because when you are awarding a contract to a contractor, then the person has to bring a proposal and you look through. You understand? Is it really convincing, or what is there in the contract? I mean, what is there in the person's proposal? How is the person going to do it? Is it going to affect the people positively
Then
or
I
negatively?
I think we should throw this question to the viewers.
Good.
For them to also share their
Yes.
their ideas.
Yes.
If only we are to cut them off, or someone can bring a good idea to maybe not cutting them off, but having a new plan to give, so that they can use it when it's come to when they are to construct.
You know, me, I don't have any problem with that. And it's the same thing that I'm talking about. Some people are deliberately or intentionally delaying the process. You understand? You know, December is just by the corner.
That's true.
And we are going for elections. So very soon our politicians will come. They will bring the excavators on the ground. And they have done. So I'm surprised that even when the construction of other roads around the corners of this country were still ongoing, our road was on hold. I don't understand why. So the last time we had our district chief executive, Honorable David Afoko, to discuss about developmental issues in the BULUK land. Yes, and he did very well. In fact,
Former teacher.
your former teacher.
Yeah.
Wow. So he did very, very well, and that is a very unremarkable. Yes, and that humble nature of him will take him to places far from here, from being a DC. Yes, it's not about any interest that I have saying all these things, but I'm just being frank and appreciative to the fact that he was very kind and humble enough to be hosted on a platform, not a live interview like you are interviewing me, on a platform. So he spoke a lot. I really admire him. But one thing, the message I'm giving to our honorable DC is that, honorable, you are the the executive officer in the Bulisa land. In the absence of the president, you are in charge. In case of any implementations, you and the assembly does that. Yes. So my message is that, honorable, please, I know there are other obstacles, but do a mass consultation We can't do this kind of things. I was shocked. So let's learn from this and stay away from this kind of act.
The chief house come here. So I come chief Yeri. Yeah. So we are come chief house. Wait. Come, we go chief house. We are come the chief house. Come. The chief house. Yeah.
This house.
Yeah, our chief house. Yeah. I go.
I should follow.
You are come chief house. You are follow.
Okay.
Ah,
Chani.
I go. The chief and the chief didn't dare. Hey, see I'm here. Hey, yeah.
Fitting this remember.
Me now Karu. That one of the color.
Aga ka unse wala ka.
I go.